So with the BLEDISLOE Cup fast approaching like a freight train heading straight for Marvel Stadium on a Thursday, it's going to be an epic encounter for the BLEDISLOE Cup first test, and the All Blacks and the Wallabies have both announced their lineups. So nonetheless, we will get straight into it. We will start with the All Blacks. They are going to be as follows: number 1, Ethan de Groot; number 2, Samisoni Taukei'aho; and number 3, Tyrell Lomax. So unchanged from what we saw the last time the ABs were in action up against the Pumas, and it has actually been what they've gone to in their front row a couple of times before that also. Then looking through at the locks, it is going to be Brodie Retallick back in the starting lineup at number 4, and then number 5. They have gone Sam Whitelock. I think 5 is more preferable for Sam Whitelock, so it is awesome to see him back there, and Brodie Retallick certainly going to give it that 110%. Looking through at the loose forward trio, it is going to be Scott Barrett. He is normally a very physical individual, so having him at blindside, bit of an enforcer role perhaps that Scott Barrett will have up against the Wallabies. Number 7, it is the captain, Sam Cane. He had a very good game at FMG Stadium last time up against Argentina, so he has now got himself another start. And then at number 8, because of Ardie Savea's absence, it did mean that we were going to see a new number 8 in the All Blacks side, and it is going to be Hoskins Tutu. He does get himself the start as the last man in the 4-pack. But now we look through at the back line. Number 9, it is Aaron Smith. Number 10, they have stuck with Richie Mo'unga as the starting option for the All Blacks. Those two were working very well in the second test match up against Argentina, and hopefully it is the same at Marvel Stadium. Out on the left wing, Caleb Clark. In the centres, it will once again be David Havili and Rico Ioane. And then out on the right wing, they have given it to Will Jordan. Then number 15 to close out the back line, it will once again be Jordie Barrett. So an unchanged back line and almost a whole unchanged 4-pack other than Shannon Frizzell taken out of the lineup. That is for Scott Barrett, who has been promoted into that position with Brodie Retallick moving to lock, and then also Tutu for Savea. But now we look through at the bench. They are going to be as follows: number 16, Dane Coles; number 17, George Bower; and then number 18, Fletcher Null. So the same as what it was for the second test match up against the Pumas. Number 19, Akira Ioane. Number 20 will be Dalton Papali'i. Quite a few Blues players find themselves on the bench this week. Speaking of Blues, number 21, Finlay Christie. Number 22, they have gone Beauden Barrett. And then number 23, I don't think they had any Blues options in the squad for this position. In fact, they did. They could have given it to Stephen Perofeta. Instead, they gave it to Quinn Tupaea to close out the All Blacks 23. That is the All Blacks side. Now we look through at the Wallabies. The home side, they are going to be as follows: number 1, James Slipper; number 2, Dave Parecki; and then number 3, Alan Alaratoa. So a bit of a change from what we saw last time the Wallabies did play. Normally it is Folau Fainga'a in the starting lineup. Instead, Parecki does get the nod, get to start this game. Number 4, there was always going to be a difference here because Rory Arnold, he is also expecting a child. I was going to make a reference to the fact that they must all do it around the same time because, you know, it's on the break and then they get to, you know, it's just a bit too convenient, the timing overall. How do you slip that in? Well, Rory Arnold and Ardie Savea did. Ooh, sorry, yeah. That was quite a good joke if you weren't my mum. So number 4, it is going to be Jed Holloway, and then number 5, they have gone Matt Phillips. So both men were in the starting lineup in the second match up against the Springboks. Jed Holloway, he has once again found himself back into the locking duo. Then looking through at the loose forward trio, it is going to be Rob Leota at number 6. Number 7, they have gone Pete Samu, and then number 8, it is Rob Valentini. So they've gone with a lot of size and strength in that loose forward trio. I'm quite surprised to see that Fraser McWright has been taken out. I thought he was absolutely terrific in the first match up against the Box, and also offers that turnover option in a breakdown as well. So maybe he will have quite a big impact off the bench, but instead of the start, does find himself probably coming on in the second 40. Now looking through at the back line, it will be Jake Gordon at number 9. So Nick White, he has been taken out of the starting lineup. Number 10, Bernard Foley. Now, there was no Noah Lolesio available. As we already know, the fly halves, they are ruled missing pretty much for the Wallabies. They've got no James O'Connor. They've got no Quade Cooper. So there was always going to have to be a change here. I was wondering whether or not it would be Reece Hodge or whether it would be Bernard Foley. They have gone with Foley. So his first chance for the Wallabies in quite some time. Looking through at the rest of the backs, number 11, Marika Korenberry. In the midfield, it will be Lalakai Foketi and Len Ikitau. So making quite a few changes here for the Wallabies in their starting lineup. So that means that Hunter Paisami is not in the starting side. Then number 14, Tom Wright, and then number 15 to close out their side, it will be Andrew Callaway. So no Reece Hodge in the starting lineup for the Wallabies either. So I'm interested to know what happens when they've got a kick from about 50 metres out. Who decides they want to go for it, unless the Wallabies are looking to be extremely aggressive in this first BLEDISLOE Cup match, which I think may be the case, which is why they haven't gone with Reece Hodge in the starting lineup. But now we will look through the reserves. They are going to be as follows: number 16, Folau Fainga'a, number 17, Scott Sierra, and then number 18, it is Pone Fa'amasili. So they have got the change there. No Taniela Tupou actually got injured when he wasn't on the field for that match up against the Springboks. I'm not too sure what he did during that time, but something happened in the leg, and now he is unavailable for this match. But Pone Fa'amasili, he does very well for the Rebels throughout Super Rugby. He's got a mullet very similar to Rob Leota. They both hit extremely hard, and the All Blacks will have to keep an eye on him when he comes off the bench. Number 19, Darcy Swain. Number 20, the man I mentioned earlier on, Fraser McWright. Then number 21, Nick White. They both rhyme. Number 22, Reece Hodge. He ruined it. And then number 23, it is Jordan Petaia. But that is the Wallaby side that is going head-to-head with the All Blacks. It is going to be a Thursday night kickoff, 9:45 p.m. New Zealand time, 7:45 p.m. local at Marvel Stadium in Melbourne. Should be an epic encounter for the first of the two BLEDISLOE Cup matches. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all for the next one.